Thanks for joining me. Part 20, DJI Mini 4, things you might not know, things I've found out while I've been flying. Did a video a little while back showing the internal shared storage, this on the RC2. Didn't have an SD card at the time, but I picked up an SD card so I can show you what is on the SD card in relation to the internal shared storage. And as you can see, not really a great deal. The two important folders for me are movies, because that has screen recordings in it. And screen recordings to me are important. If I'm out flying, I think, oh, I've got an idea about a video, I'll screen record. I've got a little microphone which is in the videos in the playlist. I'll leave a link to that below. I'll do a screen recording. Now, the other thing I do with screen recording is because if anything happens to the quad, if it just suddenly drops out the sky, yes, you've got the flight log file, but that video, that screen recording is really important because it shows you can play it back and see whether your satellite dropped, whether there was any error message flash up. So my advice, always screen record when you're flying DJI quads. I've learnt that from past experience. The other one that's on here is the DJI album. Now in here you'll find your hyperlapse videos that you create when you do a hyperlapse. You'll also find the picture for your panoramic shots if you created them. And that's really all there is on the RC2 SD card. Nothing really of interest. Now there is an Android folder and there's a data folder. There's a DJI Go V5 folder and a files folder. Now that is a duplicate of what's on the SD and the internal storage, but you'll notice there's a lot more folders on the internal storage as opposed to the SD card. The one thing it's missing, and this is something I thought DJI would have done, is this folder, flight record. In here are all the flight records, not all of them, I've taken a lot off. I have flown quite a bit since I got it. Now flight vlogs are important for me because I run a program called Dashware and I'll be coming to that somewhere down the line. So I need access to them. So currently I now have to plug in the RC2, turn it on, wait for it to load up to get the flight records. Whereas with an SD card, just pop it out, stick it in my computer, job done. So a bit disappointed that DJI didn't put the flight records folder onto the SD card. I can live in hope though, can't we? Maybe one day they will do. The other one, of course, waypoints. Now, I suppose these have to be on internal storage because it works internally for doing your waypoint flights and so on. So I can forgive DJI for not putting that one on there. Anyway, that's it. That's what's on the SD card in comparison to the internal storage. Video done. I will see you in part 21.